Tak, dobrý večer, přátelé, dobrý večer. Pozdě, ale přeci. Každopádně. Dáme tomu dneska aspoň tak 2 hodinky hraní. Dneska to nebude moc dlouhý, ale něco bude hrajem.
Gotta find that spy. Maybe I should ask around.
Colonel Ian Mancer came by looking for you. Hope this isn't going to be a habit, Lieutenant. His problems aren't yours anymore. You're part of my unit now. We clear?
Of course. I'll go see him on my own time, not yours, Captain.
Dobrý večer, mezíku, dobrý večer.
Have a moment, Captain?
Depends what you need it for.
Just want to get to know you better, Captain.
I don't usually mix business and pleasure, Lieutenant, but ask away and we'll see which questions I feel like answering.
You from Ophir?
Born and raised. Father was an officer. Mother was a quartermaster. And I've rarely ventured outside the walls but for a few scattered missions. Sound familiar, Lieutenant?
Very familiar, Captain. Except my parents weren't officers.
Which makes your rise even more noble, Lieutenant.
How was your rise to captain earned?
Over time. But by no special action by me. Graduated as a corporal, and thanks to the brave men underneath me, their success in missions became mine in rank. No heroic feats to dazzle you with in stories, Just a lot of time and dedication that I'm proud of just the same.
What do you think of us?
Honestly, Lieutenant? I'm not quite sure yet. You Technomancers are new to me. Undoubtedly special, and capable of feats my other units couldn't dream of accomplishing, but... time will tell. That said, I've been quite impressed. I thought it was the definition of insanity to send you and so few of your men on some of those missions. Missions I would have anticipated needing 10 times the manpower for. So far, you've proven me wrong. A rare feat in itself. So even though it's taking some time getting used to, I couldn't be happier you're one of my troops.
Can I ask about your relationship with ASC?
Tread carefully, Lieutenant. One might start to wonder the purpose of your questions. But here's my answer. We're all forced to work with them, but it doesn't mean I have to be happy about it. Too much power too quickly leads to arrogance. They're brash and too quick to act. And quite frankly, as they've risen in power, it's no coincidence that the dissenters, deviants, and rebels have risen in numbers. They're a great source of intel, however they get it. I sleep better at night not knowing the means. But I've always thought the army was strength enough, that the ASC was overkill. I trust you won't repeat anything I've said, Lieutenant. I'd hate for both of us to find ourselves enemies of the state over a little frank conversation.
My lips are sealed, Captain, and I appreciate your candor and trust, more than you know.
Tak. Zvláštní chyba.
Lieutenant?
I want to know my men better. Tell me a bit about yourself.
Oh, great. Show and tell. Yay.
What do you do when you're off duty?
Nothing special. See my folks, I guess. They ain't getting any younger, so... And I give most of my paycheck to them, because I'm the only one they got left. Sister died. And I ain't married, so... When I ain't with them, I'm at the bar. Drowning the shitstorm that my life's become. Not exactly a picture-perfect life, but it's mine. And hell, I get paid enough to help them out and buy my own drinks, so... What's there to complain about?
What do you think about Jeffrey Hunter?
He's a village idiot who thinks he can brown-nose his way to a promotion. Fucking reject. And no, he ain't my friend, if you haven't pieced that together.
I'm gonna leave you alone. Seems you'd rather be that way anyway.
Maybe I'll use that time off to go visit my mother. I haven't seen her in a while.
Hi.
Lieutenant, how can I help you?
How much do you know about what's going on in the barracks?
Not much, and not really interested. I'm just a quartermaster, here to grease your wheels when they get rusty, not eavesdrop or gossip. Why are you asking? What are you looking to know?
What do you know about Dave Ward?
Quiet, brooding, asshole type. Not a talker, which is fine by me because he's not one I want to talk to.
What about Jeffrey?
I don't want to talk shit about anyone, not my style. But that boy's only barely sharper than a spoon.
What have you heard about my captain?
If you're looking for me to dish dirt, Lieutenant, you're barking up the wrong tree. She may be a woman, but this army could use more officers like her. She'd put herself in front of a bullet for her men. The army's her church. It's sacred to her. And she will and has come to blows with anyone or anything that threatens to tarnish its image. Word is, she's got one hell of a right hook.
Hey, Lieutenant. So nice to take a break, right? I wonder if I should go out for a walk. Get some fresh air. Lieutenant, sorry to bug you, but I gotta talk to you about something. Look, Lieutenant, maybe it's just because I'm not used to life in the city, but...
Cut to the point, soldier.
I think we're being tailed, sir. I think someone's been watching us, but I don't know why.
All right. Any ideas how to figure out who it is?
Hell yeah. I ain't no hunter for nothing, sir. I'd say we could leave from, say, the barracks or something and head towards the exchange. But, you know, act casual like it's just another day. We just treat it like we're out for a walk. Then, once we know we're being followed, we lead him to a trap down a dead-end road. And pow! You've got him. Or her. Whoever it is.
That's one way to go. I don't know. Gotta be an easier way. But let me think about it. We'll talk later. Have a second to talk?
Yeah, of course. I mean, yeah. Like, just you and me, or...?
Yeah, just you and me. I like to know my men.
Wow, that's... yeah, that'd be a huge honor, Lieutenant.
So what's your life like when you're not on duty?
Tell you the truth, Lieutenant, not much to tell. I try to visit the city, make some friends, you know, because I don't really know too many folks yet. And my whole family's back in Green Hope, which is kind of too far to travel for my leave. And, oh yeah, there's also, you know, I try to still do some hunting. Though there's not much more than small critters in the underworks. Not a great hobby for the city.
You have a good childhood?
Oh yeah, you know it, Lieutenant. Really nice growing up, running around in the fields. Father gave me a crossbow, and I spent my time helping the farmers shoot critters hurting their crops. They were good times, Lieutenant, but everybody's got to grow up and move on. There was a lot of hunters in Green Hope, too. Plus, I always dreamed of being a soldier. Mostly, though, because there was a girl back home who loved men in uniform, so... Off I went to the big city to join up. And, you know, since I was a sharpshooter, they signed me up and sent me here. Still not used to it. All the buildings, all the folks, all the concrete. But I'm happy, though. At your command, Lieutenant.
How do you like Dave? You guys get along?
Oh, yeah, sure. I mean, he's not always the happiest guy in the world, but it's probably because he didn't have an easy life. He's always talking about how his life was nothing before 126 and joining the army, and that his family's all he's got. He's kind of bitter, but he's probably got a right to be. I always cheer him up, though, hoping he'll loosen up over time.
Everything's clean in here. Looks just like the captain's work. Nothing that implies she's working with the ASC.
Nemáme žádný kód. Máme?
Must be a pic of his parents and his damn notes. Bastard's got my whole schedule in here and the names of every single person we saw together.
Čiže to byla skřínka? Sakra.
This must be a pic of his parents and his damn notes. Bastard's got my whole schedule in here and the names of every single person we saw together. I'm not a lockpicker, but if I want to get through here, I better learn quick.
Dobře, zkusíme tu variantu.
At your command, Lieutenant.
So what is it you want to talk about?
Look, Lieutenant, maybe it's just because I'm not used to like cut to. I just.
All right.
Hell, we just.
That's one way. All right. Why not? Let's try it. See what happens. Maybe I should take this opportunity to look into this spy. Or we can take a little rest. Maybe I should take this opportunity to look into this spy. Or we can take a little rest.
At your command, Lieutenant.
Maybe I should take this opportunity to look into this spy. Or we can take a little rest.
Lieutenant?
Ale že se prostě projdeme, ne? Směrem k obchodní čtvrti. Tady akorát furt to...
I'm not a lockpicker, but if I want to get through here, I better learn quick.
Jak si neumím. Tohle z toho.
Maybe I should take this opportunity to look into this spy. Or I can take a little rest.
No já bych rád vylez ven. A šel směrem k té čtvrti.
Maybe I should take this opportunity to look into this spy. Or I can take a little rest. Maybe I should take this opportunity to look into this spy. Or I can take a little rest.
Lieutenant?
What do you know about the ASC?
Why? You work for him? This an interrogation or...
Tohle už jsme všechno s nimi probírali.
Colonel Ian Mancer came by looking for you.
Of course. I'll go see him.
At your command, Lieutenant.
Unfortunately, this is beyond my skill level.
At your command, Lieutenant.
So what is it you want to talk about?
Look, Lieutenant, maybe it's just because I'm not used to...
Cut to the point, soldier.
I think we're being taken.
All right. Any ideas?
Hell yeah. I ain't no hunter for nothing, sir. We just treat it like we're out for a walk. Then, once we know we're being followed, we lead him to a trap down a dead-end road. And pow! You've got him. Or her. Whoever it is.
That's one way to go. All right. Why not? Let's try it. See what happens. Maybe I should take this opportunity to look into this spy. Or we can take a little rest.
Já nevím, prostě mi nic nefunguje. Tady si nemůžu dáchnout, abych počkal do večera. Vypáčit tu skřínku taky nemůžu.
I'm not a lockpicker, but if I want to get through here, I better learn quick. Fortunately, this is beyond my skill level.
Tamhle nemůžu.
Hi.
Lieutenant, how can I help you?
Ale
Jeffrey's lost his locker key. Again. Was scared to come to you to ask for another one.
You coddle him much more, Lieutenant. You're gonna end up with an infant, not a soldier on your hands. But they're your boys, not mine. Here's the last copy of his key. He loses this one and his next copy's gonna look like a crowbar.
Copy that, Quartermaster. Feels like a Green Hope souvenir stand. Kid must be missing home. Unless being messy's a crime, though. Doesn't look like he's doing anything wrong. Must have been Dave keeping tabs on me the whole time. Never would have believed it. Guess if you could spot them, though, they wouldn't be so damn powerful. Maybe I should take this opportunity to look into this spy. Or we can take a little rest.
ne, prostě si dáchnout nemůžu. Tak moment. Tak nejdřív si řekneme o ten klíč.
Hi.
Lieutenant, how can I help you?
Jeffrey's lost his locker key.
You coddle him, but there you...
Copy. Feels like a Green Hope souvenir stand. Kid must be missing home. Unless being messy's a crime, though. Doesn't look like he's doing anything wrong. Must have been Dave keeping tabs on me the whole time. Never would have believed it. Guess if you could spot them, though, they wouldn't be so damn powerful.
At your command, Lieutenant.
So what is it you want to talk about?
Look, Lieutenant, maybe it's just because I'm not used to life in the city, but...
Cut to the point, soldier.
I think we're being tailed, sir. I think someone's been watching us, but I don't know why.
All right. Any ideas how to figure out who it is?
Hell yeah. I ain't no hunter for nothing, sir. I'd say we could leave from, say, the barracks or something and head towards the exchange. But, you know, act casual, like it's just another day. We just treat it like we're out for a walk. Then, once we know we're being followed, we lead him to a trap down a dead-end road. And pow! You've got him. Or her, whoever it is.
That's one way to go. All right. Why not? Let's try it. See what happens.
No a jak ho teďka mám vzít? Že jo, já ho teďka potřebuji přidat si do skupiny. VRT.
At your command, Lieutenant.
Hi.
Lieutenant, how can I help you?
Maybe I should take this opportunity to look into this spy. Or we can take a little rest.
Složení týmu. Ta hra je zřejmě rozbitá. Tady nikde prostě nemám žádnou možnost.
Maybe I should take this opportunity to look into this spy. Or we can take a little rest.
Ta ikona na složení dýmu je prostě tady. A tady nemám žádnou možnost, žádnou interakci s ničím.
Lieutenant?
Tady mám možnost jenom jeho vylákat do baru.
I know you're a drinking man, so what do you say we go grab one together?
Looks like it's my lucky day. Sure, why the hell not? Lead the way. So why don't you cut the bull and tell me why we're really here?
Sure.
You've been spying on me, Dave. Been reporting everything back to Victor. I don't like rats. That's not all right with me.
And what? You think I ever had a choice in the matter? Think I had the option to say no?
I don't care. All I know is they got all the intel they wanted on me from one of my own soldiers, and I don't know why. What's your angle, Dave? You bitter you got a Mancer as your lieutenant? I thought we were past all that. What'd they promise you? Promotion? Better pay?
Nothing but a promise they wouldn't hurt my parents. Is that a good enough reason? I don't like the ASC. Don't like what they're doing to Abundance. Don't like what they're doing to me. I don't like the deal they offered, and I don't like I didn't have a choice but to accept it. I ain't got no one but my folks since my sister died. Not that I expect you to shed a tear for me, but if I gotta choose between them and you, sorry, brother. You're on the losing end of that. If it helps, though, I don't think you're the full prick you were before we had this little chat. In fact, I might even have liked you in another time and place. You're in deep shit now. And it's shit I don't want to get pulled into with you.
Co? Proč bych to dělal?
I don't want your blood on my hands, David. But I can't let you keep doing what you're doing. So I'm just gonna tell you to get the hell out of Ophir and don't look back.
I don't... Sure. Yeah, sure. Bye, Lieutenant.
Prostě nemám jinou možnost. Ta možnost odejít.
At your command, Lieutenant.
So what is it you want?
Look, cut to... Hell, we just...
That's... All right. Why not?
Běž do kasáren a začni realizovat Jeffreyho plán. OK, přidej se ke mně do skupiny.
At your command, Lieutenant.
Tady nemám prostě tu možnost. A jedinou možnost, kterou mám, je tak jemu říct prostě, že jdeme do hospody. Ale tuhle variantu, kdy prostě se někam společně vydáme, budeme sledovat, kdo nás špicluje, prostě to tady nefunguje. Zkusíme se podívat na Google. Co na to strýče Google? Tady nikde vůbec není ta varianta, kterou mi to nabízí. Dobře. Takže to nepůjde asi. Já vůbec nevím, proč tam máme tohle tu variantu. Ale dá. Ale teďka můžeme sestavovat tým. Zajímavý. Já jako musím mít oba dva, jo? I teďka jsme byli jenom... Teďka jsem měl jenom toho jednoho.
Lieutenant, sorry to bug you, but I gotta talk to you about something. Look, Lieutenant, maybe it's just because I'm not used to life in the city, but...
Cut to the point, soldier.
I think we're being tailed, sir. I think someone's been watching us, but I don't know why.
All right. Any ideas how to figure out who it is?
Hell yeah. I ain't no hunter for nothing, sir. I'd say we could leave from, say, the barracks or something and head towards the exchange. But, you know, act casual, like it's just another day. We just treat it like we're out for a walk. Then, once we know we're being followed, we lead him to a trap down a dead-end road. And pow! You've got him. Or her. Whoever it is.
That's one way to go. All right. Why not? Let's try it. See what happens.
Lieutenant?
No, aby stálo za to mu sebrat i ty zbraně, že? Dát mu ty původní. No hotovo. Já toho Davida nechci.
Ready to try your plan out?
Ha! Yeah, absolutely, Lieutenant.
All right. Just out on a stroll, right?
Yeah, just a stroll. He won't suspect anything. Let's head out this way. We should probably go right now.
Don't tell me we're following that idiot.
Come on now, Dave. It's not very nice.
I just want him to shut up. Please, tell him to shut up.
We can head down this alley and over towards the archives. We'll pass security, and there's a chance he might get suspicious, but I think we'll be fine.
Hmm.
I heard Tom complaining again the other day. The Vori raised their tax
Not
again.
now, but we gained a tail, Lieutenant.
Again?
Let's just keep heading
This
this
is
way a bit
absurd.
further, I think, and I'll
They
prove I
already
was
have
right.
their fingers in everything.
Sure.
Nobody is safe from their extortion, and nobody will do anything.
Yeah, there we go. He's following us. Just gotta keep him with us until we get to the dead-end street, past his checkpoint. We'll corner him there. Dead end's right there. We just gotta get him in there, and we'll have him trapped. You'll finally know who our spy is, Lieutenant.
Who the hell are you? Why are you following us?
You got nowhere to run. You're surrounded. Fuck. Take a look around. May find something that'll help explain why he's tailing us.
The hell is this? Looks like a notebook. And I'm willing to bet it's Mancer behind all this shit. Looks like the little rat reported me to the ASC.
What? Really? Why would another Mancer tell on you? And for what? You're a great lieutenant, sir. You haven't done anything wrong.
Yeah, well, let's just say Alan's not exactly a fan. But this time, little shit's gone too far. He's gonna give me an explanation.
What did that Technomancer have said to put the ASC's crosshairs on you? You seem like a pretty nice guy.
Hey, watch your mouth. Don't ever hint at the lieutenant doing anything wrong. Whatever they say he did, it's just political bullshit. Or...
I'm sure this kind of thing doesn't happen to you often. Hypothetically, what would happen if I reported you? You think you'd get sacked?
That's not funny. Reporting someone is a serious claim.
Both of you shut up.
Najednou je tady ještě někdo jiný, jo. Takže nejenom, že ten David... Ach jo.
Hello, Alan.
Zachariah Rogue. They haven't sent you to die at war yet? A damn disappointment.
The little bird handed me some notes about a spy authored by a little rat. The rat should leave me alone and cut the shit out immediately.
I'm not sure I like your tone, rogue. I have more important things to do than waste my time with the likes of you.
I should have known you wouldn't own up to your own lies. That would take courage, which you're lacking.
A rogue will never live up to the reputation of a real mancer, and it's high time someone showed you. Oh, I've been waiting for this.
Stop this madness at once. Have your senses left you, Zachariah? Is this how I taught you? A Technomancer fighting with students.
I'm sorry, Master.
He started it. What did you want me to do?
As for you, Alan, your constant provocations will one day find you an early grave. Don't fancy me a fool, for the fool is you.
Try something like that again, Alan. Please, try it again when no one's around to bail your sorry ass out.
Všichni nás špehujou.
I gotta find that spy. Maybe I should ask around.
Colonel Ian Mancer came by looking for you. Hope this isn't going to be a...
Of course. I'll go see him. Have a moment, Cap?
Pen?
Just one.
I don't use...
Tak,
You from Mofi?
Born?
tak a už to jenom rychle propecáme, tohle s tou už jsme všechno
That was your
dělali.
rise to...
No.
What do you think of...
On it. That's sad. I've been... So even though it's taking some
Can I ask about your
tread, but here, there... I trust you.
My lips are sealed.
At your command, Lieutenant.
Have a second to talk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So what's your...
And...
You have a good childhood?
Oh, yeah, you... they off...
Lieutenant?
I want to know my men better. Tell me a bit...
Oh, great. Sure.
What do you do when you're off duty?
Nothing. And I... Not exactly.
What do you think about Jeffrey?
He's a village...
I'm gonna leave you alone. Seems you'd rather be that way anyway.
Lieutenant?
I want to know about your childhood.
You really want to know about my childhood? Sure, yeah, why not? My dad was never around. He was either on the front or doing drills. My mother, though, she was stationed here in Ophir. So we lived in a guard outpost in the slums where she worked. Never expected to make more of myself than become a soldier. I fought a lot as a kid. Had my share of girls. But home life was pretty strict, so I tried to toe the line. Mostly because when I fucked up, I never got off easy.
So when'd you join?
5 years ago. Time fucking flies, don't it? It was in 126. My parents were beaming with pride. Pride that's faded when, after all this time, I'm still just a fucking private.
How old are you?
The fuck does it matter to you? Older than you, though. And the rest you can find in my file. Cool, moving on. Lieutenant?
Jo, tak a ty skříníky.
This must be a pic of his parents. And his damn notes. Bastard's got my whole schedule in here. And the names of every single person we saw together. Everything's clean in here. Looks just like the captain's work. Nothing that implies she's working with the ASC. I'm not a lockpicker, but if I want to get through here, I better learn quick. Hi.
Lieutenant, how can I help you?
How much do you know about what's going on in the bear?
Not much. And not really. Why are you asking?
What have you heard about my captain?
If you're looking for me to dish dirt, Lieutenant, the Army's her church.
What about Jeffrey?
I don't want to talk shit about...
What do you know about Dave?
Quiet, brooding,
Jeffrey's lost his locker.
You coddle him much more, but they're your boys now.
Copy that, Quartermaster.
Jak jsem mohl tušit, že to není jedna a ta samá mise předtím?
Feels like a Green Hope souvenir stand. Kid must be missing home. Unless being messy's a crime, though. It doesn't look like he's doing anything wrong. Must have been Dave keeping tabs on me the whole time. Never would have believed it. Guess if you could spot them, though, they wouldn't be so damn powerful.
Lieutenant?
I know you're a drinking man, So what do you say we go grab one together?
Looks like it's my lucky day. Sure, why the hell not? Lead the way.
Tak si to dáme ještě jednou. A necháme ho žít, samozřejmě.
So why don't you cut the bull and tell me why we're really here?
Sure.
You've been spying on me, Dave, and reporting everything back to Victor. I don't like rats. That's not all right with me.
And what? You think I ever had a choice in the matter? Think I had the option to say no?
I don't care. All I know is they got all the intel they wanted on me from one of my own soldiers, and I don't know why. What's your angle, Dave? You bitter you got a Mancer as your lieutenant? I thought we were past all that. What'd they promise you? Promotion? Better pay?
Nothing but a promise they wouldn't hurt my parents. Is that a good enough reason? I don't like the ASC. Don't like what they're doing to Abundance. Don't like what they're doing to me. I don't like the deal they offered, and I don't like I didn't have a choice but to accept it. I ain't got no one but my folks since my sister died. Not that I expect you to shed a tear for me, but if I gotta choose between them and you, sorry, brother. You're on the losing end of that. If it helps, though, I don't think you're the full prick you were before we had this little chat. In fact, I might even have liked you in another time and place. But you're in deep shit now. And it's shit I don't want to get pulled into with you.
I don't want your blood on my hands, David. But I can't let you keep doing what you're doing. So I'm just gonna tell you to get the hell out of Ophir and don't look back.
I don't... Sure. Yeah, sure. Bye, Lieutenant.
Tak. Tak a musím dotěpat zpátky, sakra. Proč mě tam nemohlo zase teleportnout, normálně, regulérně, zpět do těch kasáren? Co to tady prováděl s tou rukou?
Hey there.
Hey there back. What can I do you for?
I'm looking for a little info on the Black Dahlia gang.
Yeah, looking for trouble too? 'Cause that's all they're good for. Bunch of broads banging around wreaking havoc. Name themselves after some supposed murder back on Earth. I'm sure that says something. Who the hell knows though? What else is there to say? The gang's been around for years now. They weren't all that mean in the beginning, just a couple of young girls sticking together in order to survive. But as time went on, those pretty girls grew up to become women, or rather, tigers. And they decided to challenge Anton Rogue. And fuck me if they ain't created a war in the process. Just what we needed here, too. More damn blood running the streets. Vori kill one broad, broads castrate 3 Vori, then lay it on their chest like a damn necktie. Nutty. That's what it is.
You know much about the Vori?
Enough to say that even a guy like you should stay the hell out of their business. Ain't much crime goes down in Abundance that don't go through them first. Some even say they're set up in the other corps too. Politicians may make the rules, but the Vori, they make the laws that run these streets. Mean bunch of dogs. Spill blood like bad beer. You scratch them, they'll kill you. And maybe your family too, just to make a point.
What do you know about Anton Rogue?
Rumor is, you say his name 3 times and he'll appear. Sure, that ain't true, but I sure ain't gonna try it. One bad dude. Story goes he enlisted in the army young, real young. Had a hunger to kill, and when he'd finally filled his belly, he faked an injury on the front and got sent back to the main offices. Part of his plan, or so they say. Was there he got smart, learned to walk the walk, talk the talk, learned all the sensitive info he could get his hands on, then left the army and returned to his roots. Took him less than 5 years from there to snake and charm and stab his way to the top. It's been years now. Since then, he's been ruling over everyone with unmatched cruelty, even though he may seem charming. Honestly, I'd rather not have to deal with him in person.
What do you know about the ASC?
Enough to pledge my heart and mind and soul to him right now, because I ain't got no idea that you ain't ASC yourself.
Don't worry, I'm not.
But my life's worth more than your words. Sorry, fella.
What can you say about Colonel Victor?
Head honcho, top dog, whatever the hell you want to call him at the ASC. Damn name ain't nobody don't know. But doubt more than a handful here in the slums know more than that about him. That in his face, and that's where I'll stop talking.
Been told there's some ASC agents that hang out in here.
What about it? Why not? Fine establishment like this? Quite frankly, I don't care who the hell you are, so long as you pay for the drinks and leave the place richer than you found it.
What can you tell me about the rebel movement?
Well, considering I ain't got a clue who the hell you are, first things first, I ain't one of them. Clear? Good. After that, they're just a group hungry for change. Want more and better than they got now. Can't blame them. More freedom, less sunshine, more hugging, fuck if I know. All I know is they're willing to destroy anything to get it. Who knows? Maybe one day their voices will be heard and they'll make some change. Till then, they're being killed off like cockroaches.
What's the word on Bulgakov? Seen him before?
Oh yeah, sure, we're good pals. Hang out all the— You fucking kidding me? Guy ain't exactly walking around with a name badge. Could be you for all I know. All I know is he's damn well respected by damn near everyone, even those who ain't rebels. Kind of leader of men type fella. Big ideas. They say them ideas ain't all his own though. The guy got inspired by ideas from all around. Other corps, other cities, even Earth, who knows? But he's out to change the world. Bigger, better, brighter.
I hear the rebels meet up in here. That true?
Look, I don't ask your business. I just want your business. Serum to pay buys you a place to stay for a few hours. Ain't in a position to turn folks back here.
Sure. Not here to judge. Just here to hear what you can tell me.
Yeah, all right. They ain't nothing more than regular folks who got angry enough to do something about it. Maybe lost a loved one to the war, re-education camps. Maybe angry at the damn folks up top who don't give two good damns about us at the bottom. And sure, I'm sure there's a few in there with big dreams of making things better. But the bulk ain't nothing more than folks looking for a place to aim their rage. Maybe even find some hope. And that might not seem like a reason to you, when hope and rage are the last things one's got.
No, Lance. Zavolání po nějaký mouše nebo po něčem takovým. Už je zpátky. Scott, výborně. Tak to vezmeme ke Scottovi. Kam zmizel? Ikonka jeho tady je. Ale on tady není. Kde byla ta jeho ženská? Tady. Ne.
Make the slightest move, you're a dead man.
Dejte mi pokoj.
I'm sorry to... You Angela Seeker, Scott's wife?
Ex-wife. What did the drunk do this time?
Nothing bad. He's a friend.
A friend? Right.
Just looking for some information on one of his friends, Mark, and your son.
Get out! Get out! What right do you have coming around digging up the past?
I'm not here to make you relive your pain, and I'm sorry if that's what it looks like, but I'm here for Mark's daughter. She sent me to try to figure out what happened to her father.
The poor girl. Hard enough to lose things when you're old enough to understand. She was just a girl when Mark disappeared. If resurrecting my pain can help ease hers. I loved our son. Scott did too. But he was never around. He was too lost in his research, lost in the dream of making the discovery of the century, of becoming a hero in abundance. Then, one day, our son started to show signs of mutation. When Scott noticed them, he lost it. He tried to hide him as he desperately dove back into his research to find a cure. With Scott gone all the time, I turned to Mark for a shoulder to cry on. Told him what was going on. So Mark tried to reason with Scott. But you could never reason with him. He always thought he knew more. Then our son was arrested and Scott and Mark just took off on some crazy expedition. Left me alone to deal with it all. So I filed for divorce. I was alone anyway. Then they came back with nothing to show for all the damn time they were gone. But that didn't stop Scott. No, he just dove deeper into his work. And when Mark disappeared, I was sure it was because of another one of Scott's crazy missions. So tell Amelia, it was Scott's incessant need to be right, to be a hero, that undoubtedly cost her father his life, and that's it. That's all I know.
Make the slightest move, you're a dead man.
Si jdeme pokecat s ní.
Hello, Mancer.
Hello. I talked to Scott's ex-wife.
So, what did she say?
It's an awful story. Her son. Anyway, their son was struck by mutation. They took him away from them, of course, but it made Scott go crazy, and he was convinced that he could find a remedy. He asked for your father's help, so they left together. and were gone for a long time. Their exploration apparently didn't lead to anything concrete for the boy, and Scott descended into madness. And then one day, Mark left. His ex thinks that it was to bring back something useful for his research, and he never came back.
Shit. So my father's disappearance is related to that poor kid? It's really awful what they must have gone through. That explains a lot about why he's so crazy, and also why he behaves as if we were his kids. Thank you, Zach. That doesn't answer all of my questions, far from it, but I have a better grasp of what happened. My father disappeared by helping his best friend, who was going through a rough patch and wanted to heal his child. It's a sad but beautiful story, isn't it? I'm gonna think about all this. Thank you again.
You're not like other girls, are you?
Is that supposed to be a compliment? Or are you being a wise ass?
Because you've got a hell of a temper.
And what? You'd rather have a nice little girl who knows her place? Does what you tell her?
I'm pretty sure I didn't say that.
I didn't say you did. Otherwise you'd have your ass handed to you. I don't let myself get pushed around. It's not a bad thing.
Dobrá. To vypadá, že bude zpátky. Tak, zastavíme se za ním. Vezmeme si ho zpátky, budeme odevzdat ten technomanský quest. Jo. A bude určitě průpovídka o tom, že jsem ho tady oblbnul.
Hi, Scott.
Hello, my boy. How are you? Nothing broken, I hope?
Nic. Zajímavý. Pome. Škoda, že teďka nefunguje žádný rychlý cestování. Ale bylo super si kliknout sem a prostě se sem přenést. Takže to celý muset proběhnout. To je asi jedno, jestli se vydám doleva nebo doprava. Tak, ještě si doběhneme pro toho druhého parťáka. Vidí tohle. Tohle je OK. Tak. Pak ti tam dáme. Moment, já mám vlastně level up. Nejdřív si to level upnem. Jo, ale tím si nepomůžeme v tomhle tom. Ale i tak. Tady něco do něčeho nacpem. Oho. Tak, jdeme. Jsem unavený. Tak si asi dáme šlofíka. Ukáž. Kde se to dozvím? Dobrá. Nepřátelský z mutanty. Teď jsme jim tam pomáhali, ne? Pustili jsme je. Každopádně nevím proč, ale zahlídnul jsem, že mi to psalo, saš unavený, ztrácíš bonus k něčemu. Získáváš bonus ke zkušenostem. Proč to není nikde tady, tyhle ty věci? Jdeme odezdat ten... tohleto. Jsme vyřešili to, kdo byl ten špech.
Zachariah, a pleasure as always. What may I do for you?
I found the mole. David Ward was running lines for the ASC.
In these times, spies are everywhere. They used to be like rats, but now bear more resemblance to cockroaches. Should you see one, you can be certain 100 more reside in the walls, each placed there while their arms were twisted by the ASC. So, what happened with this Ward?
I couldn't find it in myself to kill him, so I released him and let him run, like a rat. I would assume he's still running, and we'll never see him in Ophir again.
The full blame cannot be cast on him. There are few who the ASC cannot bend to their will. We'll cross our fingers. Hopefully this soldier is gone for good and does not find himself arrested before he should escape.
Oh. Tak. Trošičku si ji vylepšíme. Tak, co pak tam můžeme nacpat? Na ramena nacpeme. Odolnost na přerušení, třeba. Jo, aha. No, tak je jasný, co si tam nacpem. Kusy plechu nám chybějí. Nemůžeme něco rozebrat? Možná, že něco můžeme rozebrat, ne? Kusy plechu 2. A ještě jeden kus plechu potřebuju. Dobře. Tak. Prý si máme pokecat tady. A? Už na nás mává.
Lieutenant, I was told Dave Ward has gone AWOL. Any idea where he is?
Sorry, Cap, I haven't got the slightest clue.
I see. This is bad. I have no choice but to declare him a deserter. I'm afraid there'll be gossip that you can't earn the respect of your men, and the Army's reputation will take another hit. I warned you to keep your head down, Lieutenant. Don't know what you did, but Colonel Victor was having you tailed during your missions, and now he's got a shitload to say about it, and none of it's good. I tried defending you, but the things he's saying, you defuse the rebellion, but in a way that makes you seem pretty pro-mutant. Now, I told you myself, I'd give you a chance to explain, but you better talk quick. In the ASC, there's zero tolerance for mutant sympathy. And if you don't have a different version to tell, Victor's hinting at collateral damage.
I don't know what's going on. Someone's trying to bring me down, and they're lying to Victor to do it. Only thing I used to calm the rebellion was a little reason and logic, which the rebels heard. Anything accusing me of anything else is a lie.
All right. Fair enough. But you'll have to make your case to him as well. Victor also states you voluntarily jeopardized the lives of the officials you were charged with protecting. Want to explain that?
How do I explain something that's not... If I put those officials' lives in more danger, I'd have been risking my men's lives and mine as well. Why would I do that?
And the claims that you've been hiding vital intel for the sole benefit of your fellow Technomancers. Like an important research site on the shadow path of Aurora that didn't even register a line item in your reports?
Oh.
Captain, the only thing I've ever done is accomplish the missions you gave me. Nothing more, nothing less. Never concealed anything, or had any other interest but abundances at the forefront. This is unfair.
I know what you've accomplished. Also know what he's saying. And even if he's not a fan of Technomancers, that alone wouldn't motivate him to make all this up to frame you. And the list of accusations and the details is long. Like your report on the deserters. Less truth than lies. Almost more lies than ink. Never would have expected it from you, Lieutenant.
Sakra.
Captain, if I was in your shoes, I'd feel the same. But take a step back. All those missions you sent me on, all the success I brought back to you. Whatever the Colonel's after, it's not about my actions. There's gotta be something else.
I don't know, Lieutenant. I'm caught in the middle. And something in me feels there's more to it, too. Whether what he's saying is true or not, don't know what you did to piss him off. To make yourself his target, Technomancer or not. It's beyond me. Unfortunately, he's already called you in and I can't stop it. All I can tell you is watch your mouth. Behave like the soldier you've been since you joined my company and you'll come out just fine. I'll plead in your favor if it comes down to that. Let's just hope it doesn't. Get going. Colonel's waiting. Good luck.
Dobře. Jdeme na výslech. To jsem zvědavej. Co z toho bude?
There he is.
Zachariah, I was scared we were too late.
For what? What's going on?
There's no time to talk about it. You're in danger. Victor called you in, didn't he?
Yeah, wants to talk to me about...
No, he doesn't. It's a trap. It's just an excuse to get you there so they can arrest you. They will do whatever necessary to make you talk. I don't know what you Technomancers are hiding, but he's ready to do anything to find out.
He's got power, but he wasn't...
Zach, listen to the girl. You stay away from that man. The crook, the pig.
Thanks, Scott. You need to listen to us, Zachariah. I know it's hard to hear, but if you stay here, you're gonna die.
Where would I even...
We take a rover and go. The town's filled with ASC looking for you now, but I know a road that'll help us avoid most of the troops.
Let's go, Zach. We need to go with the girl. No time to waste before that madman gets his hands on you. Now!
Oh. Co? Proč? Takže zůjdu do slamu. Co máš za výbavu? Co seš zač? Má nějaký sekáček. Lehký hřebí komet a sekáček. Aha, ono je taky. Ti dáme tohle. Dáme ti ten lepší sekáček trošičku. Ohoho. Teďka mi máš ukazovat hřebí komet, a ne tohle z toho. Sakra, přišli jsme o ten samopal. Ještě uděláme tohle z toho. Aha, to už nejde. No, tak holce, s tím musíme smířit. Oni mají ty planitelé, mají odolnosti proti jedům. Rád. Brýle a ten je jakýsi samopal, tu pušku útočnou, co měl ten Jeff.
Looks like Victor knew you were on your way out. His men are everywhere. It's gonna be real hard to get out without some.
You have done nothing wrong.
We gotta avoid the train station. Know how many soldiers
Traitor,
are
get him!
Let's head toward the barracks instead.
Můžeme to prostě proběhnout.
Traitor, get him!
Here we go. All right. Guess I didn't think we'd get all the way up here. But we gotta keep moving fast. Let's get to the shed. Hurry.
I don't mean to question you or yours. Just I know Amelia and she won't be happy about this.
Then we won't ask her opinion. How's that? Our lives are on the line here.
Traitor,
Not just
get him!
us now. And I'd rather piss her off than lose mine. Lose.
Get him!
For the last time, we're not here to damage the equipment. We're here to stop a terrorist. So get out of the way, now!
Damn it, they're already here.
Who the fuck do you think you are? It's my warehouse, you prick. If there was a terrorist here, I'm pretty sure I'd have seen his ass lurking around. So you're gonna... Hey! Make yourself at home.
Lieutenant, sorry to ruin the surprise, but your little mission ends here. Stop the traitor!
No! Don't kill him!
You're driving. Get us out of Ophir now.
Fine. Everyone in the rover.
You okay, Zach?
And one day, I find out Victor used everything I did as an officer against me, and I end up chased by my own people. Then one of my own soldiers turns out to be ASC, and I get involved in the armed robbery of a rover owned by my childhood corporation. Yeah, I'm doing okay, Nisha.
Surely the young lady would not be taking us to an imaginary city. I mean, rovers are amazing machines, but certainly they cannot transport one beyond the bounds of reality and reason. I am not keen on leaving Abundance.
Noctis is an amazing city, Scott. It's as real as Ophir, but more amazing than anything you've ever seen before.
Oh, yes, I'm sure. Full of fairies and balderdash.
Listen, Amelia, I'm sorry things went down the way they did. We didn't have a choice, though. The ASC after us and not a lot of time. Thanks for taking us wherever it is we're going.
Thanks for the thanks, but it doesn't change the fact I still want to see your asshole head on a stake at some point. Shit, look what that stupid creature did to my baby. The engine's fucked. I'm gonna repair this. You didn't even leave me spare parts. You really...
An ostrich. No doubt about it, it's a wild ostrich. Look, you see the spikes on its back? Unfortunately, the poor animal died, but I'm almost sure that...
Well, according to the sky, we don't have much time before sunrise. Fortunately, we're not very far away. We better get a move on.
It's a pretty good idea, because, as I was about to tell you, these creatures are social. They rarely travel alone. We might find ourselves in the middle of a herd. and an angry ostrich can be very dangerous.
Very good. Want to guide us, Nisha? And Amelia, leave that rover alone. As you said, you won't be able to fix it. And if you stay, you'll die.
Isn't that what that bitch wanted? That I die? I hate you all.
Stop it. We never wanted you to die. We need you. I know that you love that machine, but there's no time to cry over it. Come on.
Cícká sekira vypadá jak kladivo. Divná sekira. On ho může a já ne, jo. Hele. Zdvihneme si tu obratnost. Zkusíme ho. Zkusíme ho. Ne, tohle nechci. Jeffreyho přelba. Tady to mi dává průzkum. Tady to mi nedává, ale dává mi to zase odolnost vůči elektřině. Každopádně ten Jeffrey byl teda nakonec taky ještě agent, jo? Ach jo. Okay. Bonus za dobrý vztahy. Pasivní bonus regenerace zdraví. Ono to nezastaví čas?
Shit, look what that stupid creature did to my baby. The engine's fucked. I'm gonna repair this. You didn't even leave me spared.
Is it very...
Isn't that what that...
Stop it. We never wanted you to die.
No to fakt nezastavilo čas. Nic z nich nedostaneme, ne, jenom vysalce ronda máme. Tady nemůžeme nic. S tímhle taky nemůžeme nic, ale tady je nějaký jezdítko. Můžeš mě uzdravit, prosím tě, nebo ne? Nemůžeš. Jo, jak nám dochází čas. Pojďte.
They're trying to open the roof. You! Up there! Stop! Stop! It's Nisha! Listen to me! Stop! We'll take care of the creatures!
I'm sorry, Nisha! I didn't... I'm stopping right now. But I'll only be able to open the doors for you once the area is completely secured.
No. Tak kolik jich ještě bude?
They can get us access now.
If I weren't one to be wary of all corporate rejects, I might be elated. Do you feel it, Zachariah? We are about to enter a legendary city.
Outcasts. Get used to it, old pal. That's us too now.
Nisha, I'm so glad to see you. We were starting to get worried about you. The news from Ophir sounded a little chaotic. You look healthy.
Worried? About me? Give me some credit. Let me introduce you to Zachariah Mancer. He's the reason why I'm here.
Look at that. The Technomancer who saved us from the Vori. Interesting. Very interesting. Happy to see you again. Now I understand why the Prince was insistent. He'll want to see you as soon as possible.
The Prince?
Dandolo. He rules our city. If I were you, I wouldn't keep him waiting. He loses patience quickly. There's nothing like fresh news for him to be on pins and needles. But don't worry. He's a charming man. And he loves Nisha.
Very well. I'll go see him.
Happy to see you in one piece, Zachariah.
Beg? I feel like I got ripped off.
Apologies. We were forced to improvise. Playing a simpleton is a great way to avoid attention when you are a mutant. You can go see the Prince now, but come back later. There's something I would like to discuss. I will be near the sand sails.
Wait a... Your name's Andrew, isn't it? We went to the academy together. But didn't we... I overheard you talking to Master Connor after I brought him to meet you.
I guess you overheard. Very well. Come find me once you've met with the Prince. We'll talk about it. Go now. Don't keep him waiting.
Zajímavý. Ale bude mi to měnit karmu, když budu vysávat i ty příšery, nebo ne? Schválně. Ne, asi ne. Tady trošičku posajeme. Tak, proč mi tady zase svítí tohle z toho? Svými společníky, no to vím. Seznamem aktuálních společníků jsou inventáři. A listuješ pomocí vlevo nebo vpravo. Tak. Regenerace zdraví mimo boj. No, alespoň tu základní si tam dáme. Tak. OK. Setkej se s Londonem princem. Jasně. Nějaký obchodníci. Ukáž. Co tady hezkýho máte?
The most exotic goods on the planet. All here in one stall.
No, nejdřív si asi půjdeme pokecat s tím vládcem. Místním. Aha.
You wanted to see me?
Yes. I apologize once again for having to play this role in front of you, but the situation was a difficult one, and I could not risk blowing my cover.
I understand. You're one of Dandolo's spies too?
No. I work for my people, even if Dandolo was a precious ally. I was in Ophir to plan an escape, but it was not exactly what I wanted to tell you about. I would like to offer you my services.
You're also a mercenary?
No. I am not interested in serum, and a Technomancer ally, yes. It is rare for mutants to know someone with your talents. So if you need a hand or any information, you know where to find me. And maybe I will ask for your services once in a while.
All right.
Aha, to byl výtah směrem dolů, ne nahoru.
Hey, you! Yes, you! Do you have a moment?
Teďka ne.
Check the leading against me.
Ah, and here comes the rare pearl, the diamond in the rough that my Nisha tells me about. Come, young man.
Mancer. was a lieutenant in abundance.
Then welcome to Noctus Labyrinthus, Mancer, former lieutenant of abundance. I am Dandolo, head of this fair city.
Legendary city of the merchants. Apparently less legend than I thought, or been told.
But hopefully as glorious as legends proclaim. Regardless, for all who come seeking asylum, it opens its arms to you and your companions. You are free to call it home. Like all who have come before you, you will honor our only request, that you make yourselves useful to our city. I'm sure your skills will place you in high demand. Noctis' first Technomancer. Exciting. You'll have all the help you need with Nisha and Lucky, who I believe you've met. We'll give you a room to get some rest. I hear your trip was quite eventful. There is something else. I would like to personally discuss my expectations of you. You hear? War between Abundance and Aurora's winding down. Aurora took Green Hope.
Just left Ophir a few hours ago and didn't hear anything about that.
That really surprise you? Your little censorship office probably hasn't decided what to do with the information yet. No. Don't look at me like that. You don't belong to Abundance anymore. The truce doesn't behoove us. During peace, the corporations become more suspicious of us and our business suffers. Our city could even be discovered, which would be catastrophic. In legend, it must remain.
What do you...
No, let me speak. Your welcome here comes at a price. I want you to attack an Aurora convoy. It's right up your alley.
And why would I do that?
I didn't finish. You will do it in Abundance uniforms, dissolving the truce. Do what you want with the soldiers, but let the civilians live. They need to be witnesses that will report back to Aurora.
So you keep the war going?
Precisely. And while you're at it, bring back the uniforms of the Aurora Technomancers you dispatch. I'm sure I'll find a use for them down the road. Ah, another thing, much more trivial this time, I assure you. The rover you came in on, I'd like you to move it. Put it wherever you want, do whatever you want with it. Just make sure it's not in the way in the canyon. I just don't want Ophir to stumble over the machine and, as a result, find the road that leads here.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
Oh yes, one last thing. My spies gave me a little tidbit that might interest you. Right after your escape, the ASC arrested your Technomancer brothers. That's what you call them, right? From Ophir. Their fate's uncertain, but if I was you, I'd be worried for them. If you're worried enough to want to help them, maybe we can set up some sand sails to get you back.
And your help comes at what cost? Assuming it's not out of the kindness of your heart.
Don't be so bitter, Zachariah. Business is business, not personal. I just thought a few Technomancers on our side might be useful.
You want to attack a convoy to reignite a war? You know how many people die in those wars? How many are mutilated? Taken prisoner?
Not precisely. But I think I have a clear idea of the numbers, yeah. Every battle has its purpose, Mancer. Abundance has fought Aurora for years for more power, out of idealism that their philosophies are more righteous than Aurora's. We don't just fight the corporations because of their damned ideals. What we do for our survival, for the survival of the misfits of Mars, the rejected, the poor, the outcasts of corporations. We fight for those who find a home with us, those I promised to protect. This mission worries you, and I get that. I do. Which is why I'm not asking you to attack your old brothers in arms, but rather just carry out the same attacks you did countless times before, under different command.
I don't know how I can move the rover. Pretty damaged.
I'm sure you can find a way to move it up here. Not sure sand sails can help, but maybe you can couple it to some ostriches. Maybe your explorer friend didn't tell you, but some corporations would start a war to own such a machine. I'd repair it if I were you,
Hell, sell it if you don't think you'll ever need it. I'll be honest though, rovers offer freedom no other transportation does. Word is, they can even reach the North and South Poles. Just something to think about.
How'd you find out about my brothers so quickly?
Well, besides the fact that your accident and eventful arrival slowed you down, my messenger's sand sails make up in speed what they lack in protection. And of course, the arrests of Abundance's most powerful strike forces were worthy of dispatching agents to keep an eye on the situation. You haven't even given a thought to how this disrupts the current balance of forces, have you?
You know why they were arrested?
The official statement is that they were suspected of treason. Victor's pretext, I'm sure. He's a man who hates anything not under his control. Was probably planning this for quite a while. He didn't get what he wanted going at it indirectly, so he just took it head on. Whatever hope you have for their lives, I'd start to come to terms. They're probably being tortured for their secrets as we speak. And as soon as they give them up, they'll be executed. If you care about them...
What do you know about Aurora?
A young corporation. Aggressive, inventive, less backward than Abundance. And right now, it's going through many changes. During the war, a man named Wisdom became its dowser. And because of him, Technomancers, who'd been kept from power for so long, now have quite a bit of influence, religious and political. No one knows what'll come of it, though. Only thing we know is that his alliance with the popular unions, which helped win a lot of battles, including the one over Green Hope, looks like it's become pretty fragile. And I admit I am concerned that this'll all lead to another bloodbath. It's just my concern, and I'm not always right, but I'm also rarely wrong.
What can you tell me about Abundance?
More than others, probably, because I see it all from the outside, and what I see isn't tainted by any loyalty to a mother country. Every last bit of it is harsh, from its structure to its hierarchy, and trust me, it's gonna topple one day. The administration's unending power leads to unending corruption, which keeps the Vori fed and keeps the control where it is. The plan is to stifle any bright young things in the corporation that might hope for promotion. Zachariah, we have two possible outcomes. One, Victor seizes power, Abundance survives, and crushes its own citizens beneath its boots. Or two, Abundance finds a way to evolve and liberate itself from its current ways of thinking. The type of regime there now, though, can only survive with an equally powerful leader. Something Victor understands.
I see your mutants walk around free here. They welcome, too?
And why wouldn't they be? They're the future of our planet, Zachariah. Though I'm sure that makes little sense to someone who grew up in a corporation that treats them like they are a lesser people. They work hard. They're excellent guides and artisans, perfect spies, and for me, key commercial partners for Noctis. It may be a surprise to you to learn that they hope to form a mutant nation someday, and I believe they have that right. So I've been supporting them with whatever meager means at my disposal.
What are your thoughts on the ASC?
The cornerstone of Victor's dubious ascent to power. You want to deal with Abundance, you need to go through the ASC.
You think Victor's out to control Abundance?
Out to? No, he already does. Didn't your Technomancer friend's arrest prove that? A dowser to boot. Dowsers, the Assembly, whoever, all pawns to be sacrificed, or puppets to be manipulated in his games of blackmail, played with the secrets he's collected on everyone. He's brilliant. Merciless, a master manipulator who's turned nearly every citizen into one of his agents. All without raising suspicion. Most in Abundance work for ASC ambitions, while those who don't will soon disappear.
What's the word on Anton Rogue?
A bastard like no other. My worst enemy and biggest threat. I've done my damnedest to make sure my existence, like this city, is little more than a vague rumor. Anton Rogue, though, knows damn well that me and this city are real. Just doesn't know where to find us. At least I hope not. He's big business competition, hopes to push the power of his organization into every corporation. And what better way for him to do it than through us? I do what I can to prevent him from reaching us, but he's not a man who quits till he gets what he wants.
Then why even try to stop him? It's just business, right?
True enough. But his methods aren't good for my business, or yours. He's a product of the abundance regime, and because of that, he only knows terror and violence as his tools. I prefer, well, more tactical methods.
What can you tell me about the Caravanserai neighborhood?
It's the pulse of Noctis. The very first place built by traveling merchants. Built in the recesses of the labyrinth so they'd have a place to meet, trade, rest, drop their loads. Then the city exploded as it opened itself up to all those who were homeless elsewhere. And the simple building it once was became the beautiful palace it is today. It's still the place for merchants to gather, trade, swap tips and news, and get some rest. It's also become the home for the merchant prince, the elected chief of all traveling merchants.
What's the Gate neighborhood?
It's the neighborhood around the city's current entrance. Much less affluent than the heart of the city, and it keeps growing and getting better. Usually the first place newcomers tend to plant their roots. They'll go and dig or build their house where they can find space. A damn lively area, eclectic, and sometimes those differences, combined with the proximity of the canyon, can make it a bit dangerous. But we do our best to keep it safe, try to find ways to bring the different communities together, rather than allow their division to fester.
Why'd you pick the canyons to build your city?
Who knows? That decision was made by people a century ago. But if you're asking my opinion, the canyons serve a dual purpose, providing transit and partial shade from the sun. I don't know if you know, but they connect us all over, even to the big cities, and they serve as natural protection, making it hard to find us without a guide. They're our shadow paths, our roof and our ramparts, all thanks to nature.
On my way in, I saw a large area with a bunch of sailing machines.
Ah yes, the loading zone, where we store, empty, and fix our vehicles when they need it. All the merchandise that comes in gets sorted there too, before getting redirected to the various city neighborhoods. It's a rather key area for the city. Without the sand sails, we'd have a damn difficult time getting our merch out to all the cities. Of course, we can't use them everywhere, and often use other means of transport, like the Shadow Path, or ostriches. But those machines, as you call them, do the bulk of the heavy lifting. It's our fleet, and we're damn proud of it too.
No. Máme nový domov. Braný spoustu questů.
Like that man. He's intelligent, but shifty. He wishes to fire up another conflict, another war. Blood, corpses, misery. Those things follow a merchant of death. We should never have left Ophir.
I would have died there, Scott. I'm sorry you had to come with me. I really am. You could have stayed. But I have to go see what Dandolo wants.
I know it sounds bad, but what do you think Abundance or Aurora would do if they found our little outcast city? Dandolo may be cruel, but in the end, he only wants what's good for Noctis.
Ty si stěžuješ, přitom kvůli tobě jsme hlavně zdrhli. Tady je náš pokoj. Paráda. Tak. Tak, trošku jim vylepšíme ty jejich věci. To je, proč si to neoblíkneš? Aha. Proto. Tak. Vyslechneme si tamhle toho. Tady nás ulákal.
Yes, you. Do you have a moment?
Hey there.
Hello, I'm Brett. And you are?
Zachariah.
A pleasure then, Zachariah. Are you a hunting enthusiast, a trapper, specialist in local species? Maybe a strong fellow like you might be a mixture of them all.
Sorry to disappoint you, but I'm none of those things.
Ah, well, My hope got the best of me. I've been looking for someone to aid in my studies. A shame. Sure you're not a hunter, or even someone who'd want to try his hand at it?
Can you tell me what's going on?
Yes, of course, of course. You see, the focus of my study is the planet's fauna. All the insects and animals brought by the settlers that have since mutated, much like our own mutants, if not in a more spectacular way. Now, I've studied the most well-known of the creatures, of course, but I have heard of much more rare specimens, which I would go to any lengths to study. It would offer great insight into the animal mutations. Anyone can admire their beauty, but what we need is to understand how they came to be what they are. We need to study their anatomy, but they are, of course, rather dangerous.
So you need a hunter to find them and bring back your specimens. I might be able to help. What are you after?
Well, there is so much. There's a black mole and a shield toad. Also a locust I've named Locusta tempestatus, or more colorfully, the storm locust. It's been spotted in the tunnels beneath Ophir.
What can you tell me about the storm locust?
Locusta tempestatus. Well, very little but what has been told to me, actually. It is a creature, by all word, that seems to feed on electrical sources. Looks like an ordinary locust, which we know also shares the taste for electricity, but it's much larger. Perhaps its purportedly massive thirst for electricity is simply in proportion to its size? I don't know, but I'm hungry to find out.
What do you know about the black mole, besides the fact that it's black?
Well, its name is somewhat of a misnomer. It isn't really black. Darker than the others for sure, but not black. Its skin, though, seems to sweat venom. Wonderful, isn't it? Imagine. What a wonderful defense.
Yeah, wonderful. Always dreamed of catching poisonous moles.
Isn't it fascinating? A beautiful scientific mystery.
Already expecting the worst, but, why is it called the shield toad?
Those who have had the rare opportunity to see this beautiful creature say its skin is nearly armor-like. In fact, nothing seems to be able to pierce it. No arrows, not even conventional weapons. The hunters take their best shot, but always run away terrified. Delicate little things humans are, but there has to be an explanation for this extraordinary mutation, and I must find it.
Jak ho mám asi ulovit? No, nějaký vedlejšáček nabranej. Řeknete mi něco vy? Dva? Proč se otáčíš ke mně?
Zach, perfect timing. You remember Abby Goodman, friend of mine you helped before?
Yeah, of course. She really your friend, or all just part of the cover you had going on?
No, no, she is. She's a spy for Noctis too, though. She's actually been working on something for me and finally managed to get some info I'd been trying to get.
What information was that?
I spent a part of my life in a rehabilitation camp after my arrest in Ophir. It was the worst time of my existence, and I've always wondered how I'd ended up here. Who had turned us in? We were just a group of street kids. We would steal food here and there, but we weren't dangerous. However, we were arrested and deported to a camp like hardened criminals or terrorists. What happened followed me for many years, until I learned that an important member of the Vori clique was responsible for the deportation of dozens of people. Most of them were innocent, but a nuisance for the mob. I want to find that guy. I want to know if it's he who got us deported. I want to understand why, and make him pay. For me, and my companions, of course, but also for those poor people who hadn't asked for anything.
I understand. That man seems to be a real scumbag. I'll help you find him.
Thank you, Zach.
Zachariah, you look good. Better than I. As if that was hard to accomplish.
Dobře. No. Dobrá. Skočíme se přeptat ještě na tenhle ten questík, ale myslím si, že to tady zapíchneme a pokračovat budeme až zítra. V nějakým rozumnějším čase.
Stop being so impatient. The prince wants a recollection of the journey and news updates from our distant contacts. It's normal and necessary. Without his vigilance, Noctis would be nothing more than a pack of misfits.
Yeah. But while the prince is chatting, my goods just sit there. My perishable goods.
Quit your whining. If you've waited for months, a few hours won't kill you.
Hey. Hello there, Shadow Brother. I'm Greg. My father's the town preacher. Besides guiding the faith of my father's flock, I am in charge of providing the community soup. A blessed job.
Why so blessed?
It's an honor to care for the countless newcomers to the city who, upon arriving, cannot even buy themselves food. The community soup is free for them and all those in need, with the help of donations. As a refugee yourself, I'm sure you see how great such charity is, how important it is for the survival of your fellow countrymen. Perhaps you would like to make a contribution.
Maybe I should just take a look around, yeah?
Of course, feel free. Just remember, a little donation goes a long way. Besides guiding the faith of my father's flock, I am...
Why so blessed?
It's an honor to care... As a refugee yourself,
Maybe I should just take...
Of course, feel free.
Tady?
Hey there.
What do you want, human?
I took the rover all the way down into the canyon. Unfortunately, that's where I hit a wild ostrich, and now the thing won't drive. Heard you might be able to help get it back here.
And why exactly would we want to help you? We who are just monsters to you and your kind, even here. One of us was just lynched. And what did your kind do about it? Nothing. And when we are sick, what one of you would help us even in fair exchange for serum? Why then, answer me, would we help you now?
Oh.
You said there was a lynching. Tell me about it. Maybe I could help.
The last time a man helped a mutant, it was only to bring a chair to help him reach the noose. And those that didn't participate watched and did nothing.
Who were these men?
It was those crazy religious zealots who hate us. Believe we have no souls. If we want the prince to do something, we need evidence. Same goes for handling it ourselves. But all we have is the body of our brother. We won't punish an innocent. We are not like them.
Not all humans are like that. Maybe I'll have some better luck asking around. I'll look into it. Hey there.
What do you want, human?
I took the rover all the way down into the...
And why exactly? And when we are sick?
I understand why you're angry, but none of that has anything to do with me. Do you think people are any nicer to Technomancers? If so, you're wrong. If they weren't so busy being scared of us, I'm sure they'd hang us too.
Yes. Brothers in pain. Outcasts should stick together. We will get your machine, but it will take some time. It will not be easy on our ostriches. And we can only do it at night. Give us 12 hours.
That works for me. Thanks.
Výborně. No. A mezi tím tady budeme pátrat a vylepšovat si výbavu a tak dál, a tak dál, a tak dál.
Funny and inspiring. Having domesticated ostriches tow a vehicle that was wrecked by wild ostriches. Civilization coming to the rescue against the wild. These creatures are quite remarkable. I didn't think that we could modify the physical appearance and psyche of animals without manipulating them genetically. Brilliant!
Tak jo, přátelé. Tady to uložíme. A zapíchneme. Takže já vám děkuji za návštěvu, přeju vám krásnou dobrou noc a uvidíme se zítra snad v nějakým lepším, rozumnějším čase. Snad už někdy nějaká 8 by sem to mohl nahodit. Každopádně pro dnešek všechno, mějte se hezky, dobrou noc a zítra večer zase. Ahoj.